What's up, y'all? I know it's been a while. It's been a minute to say the least. But hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute and I hope that the audio quality is really good. My husband is taking a nap in our bedroom and our mics are in there, and I already had to go in there twice to get the tripod and something to put over my pajama top, and I completely forgot the mics, so I didn't want to go back in there. And then our son is sleeping in the living room, so I'm in his room and I thought this would be the perfect scenery for a catch-up video because it has been almost a full year and I wanted to reintroduce myself back onto YouTube before the year came up, but a lot has happened. So when we left off, I think we had just moved into our 2-bedroom apartment. Spoiler alert, we have recently moved again since that video. But we were in the same building. We moved from the 1-bedroom apartment that we were staying in. That apartment is where I found out I was pregnant. We had got the 1-bedroom with not knowing I was pregnant, and then 3 days after we moved, we found out we were pregnant. So in that same building, we transferred from the 1-bedroom to the 2-bedroom, just to give a brief synopsis. The last time you saw me, we were in that 2-bedroom that we moved into. I was really pregnant. I think I was 7 months, 6-ish, 7 months. I think I was just turning 27 weeks around that weekend that we filmed. So yeah, I was like 7-ish months pregnant. And I was preparing to finish up my first year of my program, plan a baby shower, and start the nesting portion. What happened? Okay, finished up my program, had to do a big presentation. That went very well. That took up a lot of my time because I'm a project manager, so I was overseeing the whole thing. I was also the one that made the presentation and all that good stuff. That happened that same weekend that I graduated from that first part of the program. Our baby shower was that weekend, which trying to get everything for that took a lot of my time. And then after that, I got really pregnant, really pregnant, and I started nesting. And with nesting, it also means resting. So I was taking a lot of naps. In between taking naps, I was unpacking his room from the baby shower because I'm gonna insert like clips of the baby shower and clips of how his room was packed with just stuff, which I'm so grateful and thankful for. But yeah, that just took a lot of my time, and that was all in June because the last thing I posted was in May. So that was June. It was the program, graduating from that program, baby shower. July was when I had to start going to do NST testing twice a week because of my high blood pressure. NST testing means non-stress test, so which was pretty much monitoring my blood pressure and monitoring his heart rate. I also was having actual OB appointments every other week, so it was like essentially some days I felt like I was going to the doctor like 3 times in a week. So yeah, that was happening in July, which once again taking a lot of my time doing these testing. Sometime with the non-stress testing, if the baby isn't moving the way that they wanted to move, then you have to go to emergency to do longer testing. That would take up majority of my day, and then after I would get home, I would just want to sleep, rightfully so, because at that point I was 8 months pregnant. Had my birthday in July, and then 7 days later my son was born. Now that whole labor and delivery story I am going to get into at a much later date in a much different video. This is just a quick catch-up video because I really want to get back onto posting, and I just felt like I can't get back in posting without catching you guys up. So yeah, my son was born 7 daes after my birthday. So my birthday's the 25th, his birthday's the 1st. And of course, after giving birth, you need that mommy and baby bonding time. Me and my husband was able to take a week off from work, which wasn't enough, but he was home with us that first week, so really just getting in the gist of everything. I went back to my 2nd year program at 6 weeks. I could have stayed out a little longer, but I think I did rush it. I didn't want to, my biggest fear was just to be at home and just get into postpartum depression. And spoiler alert, I still struggle with postpartum depression. Not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, but still struggled. And I'm sorry if I'm just like going really fast, but like I said, I really wanted this video to be like under 10 minutes, so I'm trying my hardest to get through that. So went back to class in September, been in class, had my baby's dedication, went through Christmas, went through my 5-year wedding anniversary, and moved into this new place, and now here we are. I just want to say to all of my subscribers that have stayed and have not fallen off the face, like have not unsubscribed, I appreciate y'all. But what's to come now? So if you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, what are you doing? Follow me on Instagram, because I have actually been even more consistent on Instagram with short format content, and I am almost done with my 2nd year program. So that's why I'm like, okay, it's the perfect time. I'll have more time on my hands to actually do long format content and actually have the time to actually edit. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. You can kind of see everything that's been going on with my breastfeeding journey, with baby boy, and all that great stuff. I really wouldn't have minded him making a cameo in this video, but he's asleep and I am not gonna wake him up. But yeah, so what's to come? I really have what I've already been doing, what I've already been posting before this video was a lot of my pregnancy content, but now I want to shift that into a lot of motherhood content, a lot of self-care content, and just transitioning into this new era. And if I know you can't read it because it's backwards, but in my mom era, I am full blown in my mom era. So if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, my name is Mari. I am a wife. I am a project manager / business owner, and I'm a mom now. Yeah, y'all. Like I said, I wanted this video to be under 10 minutes, so that's why I just gave you the last 10 months of my life in 5-6 minutes, and I feel like I did it pretty good with kind of hitting all the main points. After this video is out, I feel like I can actually get back into my usual content, which is my self-care routines, my morning routines, and all of that great stuff. He's 8 months currently as I'm recording this video, and he's starting to crawl, he's starting to be mobile, and all of that great stuff. So obviously not independent, but I feel like I'm not as tired as I once was, and he's taking naps. We're more on a schedule and a routine where I feel like it will be easier for me to record and edit. Whereas in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was like, I think we finally just got on a good routine after moving. It's like every time we would have a routine, he would hit a milestone development and it would kind of throw the routine off. He's still hitting those milestone developments, which is obviously great, but I think now we are starting to get in the nitty-gritty of preparing for toddlerhood. Like I said, he's 8 months, so we still have some time, but like now he knows what to expect. Like he's more aware. That's the word I'm looking for. He's more aware. So he knows his cues for nap time. He knows like his cues for eating and all of that good stuff. So we have a better, I'm finally acclimated with motherhood now. Let me say that. So yeah, I just want to be back. I just miss recording. I miss talking to the camera. I do want to kind of get into a little bit of vlogs. So hopefully that is received well, because sometimes my vlogs isn't that received well because I'm not doing anything. But being a mom, I realize that I'm constantly doing stuff and that this can make good content, especially for new moms. And a lot of good stuff is coming up this year. As I'm finishing up with my program, I will be 30 this year. My son will be 1. Like I said, I will be going into like my stay-at-home mom era after this program is over for a little bit. Yeah, if you are interested in seeing first-time mom content and what else, first-time mom content, self-care content, and just real raw about motherhood, marriage, and feeling like a teenage mother but being 30, then you need to subscribe. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, I really wanted this to be like under 10 minutes, and I think I probably just am hitting the mark. Just wanted to get this video out here so I can start feeling like I can post as normal, because I did not want to be gone for 8 months and then just start posting normal. No, y'all needed to catch up. And like I said, if this hitting on your For You page and you've never met me before, am I this chaotic and rushed? I used to not be, but motherhood has unlocked the chaos. So if you're interested in seeing chaos or shenanigans, hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in seeing motherhood, first time mommyhood, real and raw, hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in seeing me balance self-care with a baby and a husband, hit that subscribe button. Here we go. If you're interested in seeing me get my peak back, as they call it, or get back to myself after motherhood and get some tips and tricks on how to do that, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, y'all, that's it. So I will see you guys for sure in my next video. I've already got it all planned out. I actually wasn't even supposed to record this video today, or was I? This is the shenanigans part. I don't even remember. I know I outlined like all of this for April to get, to get ready. So I don't know, maybe I was, or maybe I'm just taking I think I'm just taking a moment because both of my boys are asleep. So yeah, that is it. I will see you guys in my next video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram. Bye.